What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Versace Eros Flame. First off, I just want to say shout out to my youth pastor for letting me borrow this for a review. This was actually his wedding scent too, so this is super cool that he's allowing me to use this for a review. So yeah guys, in the comments, put W youth pastor. Thank you again for letting me borrow this. Now this is the second Eros fragrance in the Eros line. The first was the original. It came out in 2012. This one came out in 2018, and since then there has been the original Versace Eros EDP, then the Parfum, and then Versace Eros Energy that came out after all of those. Now when I tried this on for the first time, I realized that it is pretty different from the original Eros. This is very kind of like orange heavy in my opinion, or like blood orange. It's very citrusy, but it's also it has like this spiciness to it and this smoothness when it comes to the dry down. The dry down is a lot smoother than the opening for sure. Some people might think that the opening is a little harsh, but I personally think that it's okay. I also asked my sister, my mom, and my dad what they think of this fragrance. They smelled it on me. My dad said it was good and it was manly, which he enjoyed. My mom said that it smells very like smooth and just a pleasant smell. And my sister doesn't like a lot of fragrances, but she was fine with this one. She didn't love it, but she didn't hate it either. Now I want to share with you guys the main accords of this fragrance. It is citrus, vanilla, fresh, spicy, aromatic, woody, warm, spicy, sweet, and powdery. You definitely get that citrus, especially in the opening. It's very pleasant. Like I said, some people think it's a little too citrusy. I think it's perfectly fine though. The vanilla in the dry down is very, very pleasant. You have that fresh, spicy aspect as well. This isn't just like crazy sweet. It has some like depth, some spiciness as well, which is really nice. Now, for those of you interested in the actual notes of the fragrance, the top notes are mandarin orange, Madagascar pepper, lemon, chinoto, rosemary, and then the middle notes are geranium, rose, and pepperwood. And on the base, you get vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, Texas cedar, patchouli, and oak moss. My favorite part of this fragrance is actually the base. It's just so smooth. The vanilla is just has the perfect dose. It goes great with the orange in there, and it's just a great smelling fragrance. Now when it comes to the actual longevity of this fragrance, for me, I get around 8 to 10 hours. This is a older batch, I'm pretty sure, but I heard the new batches have still the good longevity that the older ones did. But yeah, this lasts a long time on my skin. It projects a little above average as well, so that's great. People are going to smell this. But for those of you wondering like how many sprays you should put, for me personally, I like to overspray because the point of a fragrance is for people to smell you. I go side of the neck, back of the neck, and then I would go like one on my shirt or sweater, and then I'd probably just go on the hand. And then if I want extra, whatever, I'll just maybe put one in the front. But I would be careful when spraying fragrance in the front, especially stronger fragrance, because you're gonna think it's not projecting, because you get really used to the scent when you spray it on the front of your neck because it's right by your nose. You're gonna sneeze more, and you're gonna get nose blind to it, and you're gonna think you don't have any on. Like you think people aren't gonna smell it, and then you're gonna spray more, and they're gonna be very overpowering. But this one, I feel like maybe to wear it in layers, like first put on like 4 sprays and then wait a little bit and then put some more on, just because the opening is a little harsh to some people. But if you don't really care, I suggest around like 6, 7, 8 sprays, something like that. Now when it comes to versatility, I think this is actually pretty versatile, because you can definitely wear this during winter because of the sweetness and the spiciness, but I feel like you can definitely pull this off in the summer too, in the warmer weather, because of that citrus. It just smells so great. I am thinking of getting a bottle of this for spring and summer, because it's right around the corner, and this isn't that expensive on discounters, which I'll show you guys in a second. I honestly think the only place you probably shouldn't wear this is like to the gym or something, just because you know, obviously heat makes your fragrance evaporate and stronger, and this is pretty strong, so you don't want to be like choking people out at the gym. But I feel like you can definitely wear this anywhere else. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, like, is this a youthful scent? Is this something an old man wears? I think that this could be youthful, but I also feel like this is more professional than the original Eros and Eros Energy. I feel like this is more sophisticated, something anyone could wear any age. So yeah, that's my opinion about what ages should be wearing this fragrance. Now, for the prices, you can find, this is the 50 milliliter, but you can find the 100 milliliter on Aura Fragrance for around $40, which is just a insane deal. You can find on Joma Shop the full one for about 50, something like that. But for the 50 milliliter, the 1.7 ounce, you can find them for around like $7 cheaper than what I just said on both of those two sites I said. But if you buy this in store, this is going to be around $120, which is not a great deal. Definitely buy from a discounter like Joma Shop or a Fragrance. Overall, I feel like this is just a very pleasing scent that anyone could wear, that you can wear anytime. This is a more sophisticated, I think a much upgraded version of the original Eros, and something that every guy should try to see if they like. Thank you guys for getting to the end of the video. If you guys have any more questions about this fragrance or want to tell me what video I should do next, then just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you again to my youth pastor for letting me borrow this, and don't forget that Jesus loves you, and I'll see you in the next video.